I'm John.
I'm Preston.
So there's no easy way to put this. This is the clip show, and I'll just say it right now: Nickelodeon sucks. So stupid because basically they were forced to make a clip show because Nickelodeon cut their budget. Basically, they had two choices. They either Mike and Brian could either fire like some of their staff, important people working on the show, or they could do a clip show. So they opted for the clip show because they're not cruel like Nickelodeon is, and they don't fire people for no reason.
Tell them how you really feel about
No. So the first thing that happens, okay, so just to recap, if we can even call it a recap.
A recap of a clip show.
There's like five. There's like five, maybe 10 minutes of like, no, not 10 minutes. Like I say five altogether, of like actual new content.
Maybe, yeah.
Just them. If you don't count them voicing over everything. Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna mention. They looked at Samurai Champloo for inspiration for this clip show because I guess I've seen Samurai Champloo. I love Samurai Champloo. I don't remember the clip show that much, but I know that they did do kind of a similar thing. So basically, we just get Mako kind of giving Mako and I think the creators giving an explanation as to, or at least clarification of this whole crazy mess with book 1 and 2 of Mako and Korra and Asami and that whole thing. I said this. I never had a problem with it. I never was confused. I understood what they were trying to do. I didn't lose sleep over it. I know a lot of people did. And a lot of people were very furious about what the decisions that the writers made for the characters and all this and that. And I'm glad they got a chance to kind of clarify it. And it was done really well, and they had some really funny little chibi heads, and Woo and the grandma, and
whatever that thing is.
The other one, Chang or whatever his name was. All I know is he was drinking some cherry berry lemonade. I'm assuming that was cherry berry lemonade because cherry berry lemonade just sounds great. I want some of that. I love lemonade, so I want some of the cherry berry lemonade. It was just funny to kind of hear them like, whoa, like Woo was kind of like the voice of like the fans. Mm-hmm. He's like, whoa, wait, that was a breakup, or whoa, what? That's rude, or wait, that was the first thing you said to. I liked that. I liked that they kind of like. I like it when creators can kind of look at their mistakes and look at the things that people complained about and treat it like in a way that's funny or whatever, It's good when you can laugh at your own mistakes and own up to your mistakes. And I don't call them, they're not mistakes to me, but people saw them as mistakes, so whatever. Nothing real big in Mako's part.
Nothing real big in many of them, to be honest.
The biggest point, I thought, at least for this part, was Woo said, I better just focus on being a better king. So we kind of get like a weird kind of thrown aside line of him actually wanting to be a better king.
Yeah.
Which kind of gives us confirmation that that's the route they're taking. We had theories about it. We hoped it was happening. And this kind of, to me, because it was like, you only had this much money to do this much new footage, and you chose to say that. So to me, that's like, okay, that's kind of the route they're taking. So that's good news to me. Then we kind of jump to Korra's side, and to me, this is like the only substantial part of the whole episode. Korra kind of reflects on everything. Well, she first talks about how she's kind of thinking about something that Toph said to her in the swamp, which was that thing, the names and everything change, but the streets stay the same. No matter what you do, you're not gonna fix the problems of the world. You might temporarily fix them, but it's just always gonna come back. And that is true. But that's kind of the point of the Avatar. That's kind of the point of the whole Avatar cycle. And is that there's always going to be a new conflict, there's always going to be a new enemy, but you also need a new Avatar to face these issues and keep the world in balance. That's the whole point. It's not like the Avatar's going to come in, fix everything, and that's it. No, we're good. We're done. That'd be stupid. It just doesn't work like that. So, when she's like kind of going over all these things, and Asami's kind of like trying to be like, oh no, you did some good things, and yeah, those are true, but ultimately she's like, nothing changed. Everything's still out of balance. It's worse than ever. And Tenzin's like, yeah, you're right. It is worse than ever. But, I like what Tenzin said to her. I like that he said, you started out hot-headed and everything, and you've grown into a very wise young woman and a great avatar. And I thought everything there with Korra was really genuine. She was kind of like she kind of needed to hear that, she was like, thank you. They've said this in the past. They like making their characters real. They like making them have flaws and making mistakes. That's real life. People make mistakes. People don't learn right away. If I watched a story where it had perfect characters doing perfect things all the time, I'd be completely bored out of my mind. That's stupid. And again, this is just kind of like the breath before the craziness that's going to happen probably in the next few episodes. Actually, in Brian's little explanation of this episode, he did say at the very end, he's like, this is kind of like a funny little stop before things get real. And so this is kind of the last bit of fun, more or less. The rest of the season is just going to be just story and just really crazy stuff. And the finale. So, you've been pretty silent. You want to do the next one?
The next one is, okay, what is that guy's name?
Oh gosh, I don't think we ever came up with a name for that person. We just call him Discount Mako.
Discount it starts off with Discount Mako telling.
Actually, I think his name is Baraz. I think that's his name.
Baraz or Discount Mako.
Either one.
Telling some kind of ending some kind of story, and I guess they've been sitting there on the boat telling stories for hours or something like that.
Must be a very long
trip
to Republic City. I don't know why. I mean, you have a flying bison, you can get there in like 10 hours.
Yeah, it seems like. But Varric comes up with basically just pulls the story completely out of nowhere. The story of Bolin,
the hero of it was
the
like
world.
Hero of the world. Yeah, hero of the world. It was like basically putting Bolin in the Avatar's position. It was like, oh yeah, the Avatar, whatever. But Bolin, he's the main.
Yeah.
Because all he wants to do is capitalize on the Nuktuk
Yeah.
franchise. But this part was really funny though. I thought the voice actor did a really great job. Some of Bolin's stuff about like Opal, like I was so stupid, I'm never gonna.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was great. That was very, very good. It's just kind of like I love how Varric's like, and that stuff that Bolin said. Yeah, we'll probably
just get cut out.
When we make it the final cut, we'll cut it out. Varric doesn't even care. He's just like, yeah, whatever. I like that they brought all the same voice actors back for all the villains.
Seems a tiny bit of a waste, but yeah, it was funny.
It's fun, yeah. I mean, like I said, they probably had they knew they were going to do this clip show. They had to fit it in. They probably prepared for this. I mean, it's sad that they had to do it. It's sad that they couldn't do what they did with Avatar, which was like a much more fun, inventive way of doing a clip show. It wasn't even necessary. They just wanted to do it because they had extra time. This is like
the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Here, fit this in.
Fire people or do this. Gosh. One thing that was really interesting to me was like how they used old footage to like edit it to his new movie.
Yeah.
It's like, and they like superimposed like Bolin's head onto Korra's body. Like, that's a little bit disturbing. But
yeah.
They didn't even try to like cut out her hair. He
just had her hair running on.
They were like, I think they spent like maybe like $50 on this episode or something. They were like, does anyone have any extra cash? Because Nickelodeon's a retard. But
I think we're gonna have a theme for this episode. Might even have a title for this episode.
Yeah, I'll do a whole extra video about why Nickelodeon's and send it to Nickelodeon. I'm sure they get it for daily. Yeah, not too much else. I mean,
nothing that's really content, but you can't really expect that from.
Like I said,
clip show.
Like I said, I really enjoyed it, and I thought they did a great job for what they had, and I don't know all the extent. I don't know really how limited they were, but they seemed to be pretty dang limited.
Yeah.
To only do it this way, so It sucks. It sucks so bad. You want content. You want more story. You want more time. Just knowing that this is one full 22 minutes that they couldn't do any real story thing with.
Yeah, no.
But like I said, what they did with it, with Korra's part, awesome.
Korra's part was pretty much the only one of any substance at all to it.
So the next episode is, I don't know. I don't know the title. For some reason,
no.
I could not figure it out. I could not find it. Whatever. It's episode 9. So this clip basically just shows Ryu or Ryu. I don't know.
Ryu, I think is
Ryu. Anyway, so we got Ryu, who is voiced by John Heater. Napoleon Dynamite. Just remember that name. Everybody knows him by that name. So basically, he's like, I guess he's in charge of. Well, first we should say he actually came. Okay, we found this out in book 3, at the end of book 3, during Janora's master ceremony, that he was there with the other airbenders. So he did come back, even though we're just now seeing him for the first time. But it doesn't seem like he has improved very much. He hasn't really. I don't think he's really rose up.
They're like, here's your job. You're going to be in charge of the tours thing for the Spirit Wilds. They literally did. They're like, yeah, this is your job now. You get protect the Spirit Wilds from.
I don't think.
I don't know. They.
I'm guessing his mom probably forced him to become the airbender. You're going. And when he finally got there, he's just like, okay, I'm finally here, and this is all I'm gonna do. This is the extent of my. So he just. You can tell he's not even into it.
No.
It's just his whole attitude, you know. He's just a slacker, pretty much. Doesn't do anything. But this like really stupid. It has like a testament to like people in tour groups and everything. It's like, are we in the spirit world right now?
Yeah.
No.
Asking like the dumbest questions.
Dumbest question. It's like,
how do you not know this?
Did you not? What happened when you came into this area? Did you walk in? Whatever. I'm surprised. That's one thing we have not seen yet. People like going into the spirit world at random. They should be able to travel.
Yeah, apparently
like,
spirits can come to our world, but nobody's walking into the spirit world.
Oh yeah, man, they flooded in. They're like, yeah, freaking taking over crap. Yeah, we don't like when Korra went into this. When Korra, like, I think it was episode 2, when she like traveled to the spirit world to like find some answers or whatever. There was no line. There was no freaking ticket area to get into the spirit world.
Yeah,
it was like
not even to look at it. Like nobody cares about no spirit world.
We're not going to the freaking North Pole or South Pole to go to the spirit world. Are you crazy? It's freezing over there. Yeah, so this guy's like, why is this vine coming toward me? I don't know. That's not supposed to happen.
I mean, that's not on the card.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke it with a stick. I think this is like, this guy is like wrapped. Every idiot, every
cliched idiot in any kind of show, like literally wrapped into one character.
I'm gonna do everything I'm not supposed to do.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Like,
obviously they don't have horror movers yet because everyone in our world knows better than to.
Yeah, we learn from our movies. Yeah, but they just kind of get attacked by these vines.
Yeah,
and it doesn't seem like they get hurt. At least not
yet.
Not yet. Yeah,
what we've
seen.
But the vines are definitely attacking people.
Yep,
probably trying to defend themselves. My assumption.
Which is the theory we had last week.
Yeah.
That we've seen these vines move. We've seen them do stuff.
Smack an annoying bird and stuff. We've seen those.
Pull a bison from the air into the. We've seen it do things. It can do stuff. So if Kuvira and everyone wants to go to, I'm assuming the heart of this whole entire entity, whatever this thing is, and cut into it, I'm gonna think it's gonna start throwing out defensive mechanisms and stuff. So yeah, any person, anything around it actually could be very problematic for the residents of Republic City, just in general, just living in that area.
It might be. It probably will be, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to definitely be a huge issue, and of course, Korra is going to have to act on this, and she might know right away. She might be like, "Hey, maybe somebody's attacking."
Just touch the ground.
Yeah, actually, yeah. She can feel the energy.
Yeah.
She should be able to. I don't know, unless it's like she can't reach that far, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
If Toph can do it, but I still want to see Toph kick Kuvira's butt, or at least kick some metal benders' butts.
Rip a couple of those, you know. Although I don't know how she'd even.
I want to see her snap her fingers and all the ships just explode or whatever. That needs to happen because this is it. This is it. The last time we're gonna see Toph probably in the show. She's got to do something crazy. She's got to do something awesome.
Of course, we said that about Katara too, and we never saw that either.
Hey, there's still like 5 more episodes left.
Yeah. We're not gonna see Katara do anything.
Katara's got to do something. Katara did do something. She helped Korra through her.
Yeah. So did Toph. So we're both done. They're both done.
But I'm in action. The fight. Yeah, those theories can kind of just go right into just overall theories.
They can pretty much jump this episode.
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing we can take away from this episode is what Korra said and owning up to her mistakes and owning up to everything. And that's gonna. She's in that place. I'm glad that they should have talked about it in last week's episode.
Yeah.
That little detour. I mean, it was good. They had to do that, but because that whole scenario was so pointless, I just was kind of annoyed by that aspect. I would have liked to have seen Korra's concerns here in last week's episode.
Of course, then we wouldn't have had anything for the clip show.
True.
Which her section was like the smallest section, and it was the one with the most content.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been really cool if we just saw like they could have just had like a whole episode of just Korra, Tenzin, just sitting down talking about this stuff.
Yeah,
would have been great.
I miss Tenzin. Remember when he used to do things?
Yes, I do. Remember when he airbended that one thing? Any overall last thoughts? Anything at all?
I want a strawberry lemonade.
Cherry berry lemonade?
Cherry berry lemonade.
What a cherry berry lemonade! And some of those sticky dumplings.
Woo down!
Woo down! Yeah. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you thought of this wonderfully informative episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that, but it's good. It was good. I like it. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Burp, burp, burp.